definitely within the next week, get ready for innovation, high-risk action, death-defying moves, and quite frankly, entertainment. This next week in wrestling alone, probably going to be a pretty good one. It's been a while since I've been able to say this, but it feels good to be back. Therefore, welcome to John's Wrestling Views. I'm your host, John. Thanks for tuning in. First and foremost, I would like to dedicate tonight's episode to a good friend of mine and a good viewer of this channel, Amanda Marco. Feel free to follow her on Twitter. It's at DerpFish. That's D-E-R-P Fish, F-I-S-H, 13. That's at DerpFish13. On to wrestling, though. Destination X is Sunday for TNA. Only one thing I really think really worth talking about, and that's the fact that Austin Aries, the X Division champion, is relinquishing the X Division championship to challenge Bobby Roode for the world title, which I guess is going to be a new tradition for TNA now, where every Destination X, the X Division champion at that time, has the same opportunity. I'm a little torn. Bobby Roode definitely proved himself to be contention for the main event spot. Austin Aries not as much. I don't really view him as much more in an X Division superstar. However, different things aside, the Bound for Glory series is going on right now, which is featuring 12 of the biggest superstars in TNA at this time, all vying for the spot for somebody to challenge the champion at Bound for Glory for the championship. That's October. That's 3 months away. So, I don't know. All things considered, there's a possibility of WWE wanting to sign Austin Aries, last I heard. It makes sense for the company and for business if Austin Aries wins this match. I'm guessing sometime within the next 2 months or so, though, losing the title back to Bobby Roode. Bobby Roode will go on to Bound for Glory to probably face James Storm for the championship. That's what makes most sense to me right now anyway. But that's TNA. If you want entertainment and a company that's all about entertainment, this Friday on SmackDown, expect just that. As one of the most entertaining superstars in the WWE today, Zack Ryder, general manager of SmackDown this Friday. Should be fun. I'm excited for it. I don't know what to expect, but I am thinking Money in the Bank is a week after Destination X. And you have a pretty solid Money in the Bank ladder match between the SmackDown for the World Championship, mainly, a SmackDown match. Damian Sandow, can't really stand the guy, but whatever, and they need heel involvement. Tyson Kidd, Christian, Santino Marella, Tensai, Dolph Ziggler, Cody Rhodes, and 7 people, guys. There should be another spot, and to me it makes sense to just throw Zack Ryder in there. He's already having a rivalry with Damian Sandow anyway. It just makes sense. Make it an 8-man match. If you ask me, they're really building Dolph Ziggler right now. I'm expecting Dolph Ziggler to win that. But that's the world title. WWE Championship Money in the Bank ladder match, a little bit different this year. John Cena never has competed in Money in the Bank before. So I guess the idea is making the WWE Championship Money in the Bank ladder match a match between former WWE champions, as John Cena, Chris Jericho, Kane, and The Big Show will all compete. But that's 4 people. That's one of the biggest troubles I have with this. It just doesn't seem right for Money in the Bank. So I say, how about we add Rey Mysterio and The Miz? That's what makes sense to me. Both men gone right now. Miz working on the Marine 3. Rey Mysterio was injured for quite a while and is suspended for 60 days. He's probably at the point now where he's ready to come back, though. I say it'd make all the more sense, especially don't put him in a high-profile match and not get him involved with the major storyline. That makes perfect sense. Throw both of them in Money in the Bank. Now, I don't know who I'd say to win, maybe John Cena, but the thing is, what would be awesome for me, and makes sense for me, and I don't know if they'll do this, John Cena wins Money in the Bank. Now, The Rock has talked about having a WWE Championship match, wanting to compete for the title. What makes sense for me is John Cena wins Money in the Bank. The Rock goes on to face the champion at SummerSlam, which is, next huge pay-per-view by WWE. Daniel Bryan and CM Punk, it makes most sense. Have The Rock and CM Punk for the championship at SummerSlam. Trouble is, The Rock, A, is not going to want to lose, but B, isn't going to want to stick around long enough to have a championship run. So this is why I say it would make huge sense. Rock faces CM Punk at SummerSlam. The Rock wins. John Cena cashes in Money in the Bank, beats The Rock, having his WrestleMania revenge that he's been looking for so long. I doubt it will happen, but I'd love to see it happen. The other big thing, though, going on right now, the Raw's 1000th episode coming up July 23rd should be huge. DX is going to be there. The big idea of the night, though, A, a permanent general manager of Raw and SmackDown will be announced, but B, Brock Lesnar will be there. Triple H has challenged Brock Lesnar for a match at SummerSlam. Guys, obviously this is going to happen. Probably not a normal match. Probably just going to be more of a fight than anything else. So Brock Lesnar's... I don't know if he'll accept the challenge that night or what, but obviously they're setting up for something big between the two of them. Expect a spectacular episode that night, filled with legends, surprises, everything else. I'm excited. But that's all the time we have for tonight, so thanks for tuning in. I'm John. Have a good one.